Basketball on the Big Ten Network is presented by Ram Trucks, and we start off the night in Iowa City, Iowa, where the Iowa Hawkeyes are home to take on the Maryland Terrapins.
So we'll see what gives tonight.
This will be a fun one tonight, and a really important one. Late January, both of these teams trying to make a move. For Maryland, trying to figure out how to win on the road and find that road consistency. We saw it at Illinois. Can they do it again on the road here at Iowa?
It's going to be interesting too, Kevin, because in the second half against Michigan State, Maryland stopped pressing. They held the Spartans to 17 second half points. So let's see what happens here.
Perkins came over. Maybe Hawkeyes, his son Patrick McCaffrey on the bench right now, but he's going to get into this game. He was out of the walking boot in the game on Saturday. He was out there at practice earlier today. Dante Scott continuing his hot play of late. Gets on the board with a three.
Dante Scott, and he's been a revelation. And beginning of the year, Kevin, he just looked lethargic. He has turned the switch on here as of late.
Tough catch. Freeman stayed with it. Good patience for the front. Usually does a pretty good job of getting involved. 28% of Maryland's scoring comes from Young, but a turnover. And Krikke, a little push ahead to Perkins, who leaps out to the rim and throws it down with one hand.
See, I like that from Tony.
Trying to take it inside against Sanford. And Krikke able to secure the rebound against Geronimo.
One of the things about the Iowa Hawkeyes, their defensive numbers aren't great, but the thing to watch is their defensive rebound rate. They're high on that. They're doing pretty good.
Slither inside. The entry to Reese. Working against Freeman, trying to turn baseline. Perkins over to help out. Good defense by the Hawkeyes.
Great job of focusing on Reese and forcing it to a bad look.
Sanford to the logo, and that one will roll around. All guys have been this year.
And see, that's a great graphic because I don't know that a lot of Big Ten fans really know that, and they do it in a number of different ways off the bounce. They developed chemistry with over the years.
Here's McCaffrey. He looked good at the shoot-around today in practice before the game, but Jordan Geronimo picks his pocket, and Geronimo to the other end with the finger roll to get Maryland back.
Switching defensively.
Well defended by Deshaun Harris-Smith, the freshman all over that. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Perkins on the attack. Drives right inside. Counts the bucket. And the foul.
Challenge at the rim. And boy, does he take it right to Perkins with the left. Man, that's a tough finish. He got a little hang time there as well.
Completes the three-point club. Your family, really. It's always there somewhere in the background.
Yes.
And for the McCaffreys, they've made it their mission to try to do everything they can to keep a parent from having to go through what they had to go through, what the Schrader family had to go through now, because coaches aren't wearing suits as often anymore.
That's right.
So they got the suits on now.
Yeah, you know, it's a great cause to bring awareness and to educate people how important it is because almost every family is affected. So,
oh my goodness, and Jahari Long, a little bit of glass to get Maryland on the board from deep. A 13-10 Iowa lead. Krikke inside. That's a foul on Dante Scott. That'll be his first.
Team's 2 times in that position. Stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I went to Fran. A shooter here for Krikke. He's gotten some looks and just not able to connect.
0 for 4 from the floor early on. Reese trying to get inside against Bronze, and with the left hand, touch against the back iron for Julian Reese.
Julian Reese does such a good job of throwing his body into his opponents and still maintaining his balance.
Perkins, he's been the offense so far for the Hawkeyes. Good cleanup underneath. And Evan Bronze is on the board with his first 2. Bronze had scored almost 6 points total this year. Get some extended time, and Perkins with a takeaway. Perkins to the other end. Geronimo with the foul. And Jordan Geronimo with
doesn't get enough credit.
He has been, as a result of that, and
the Iowa team does a really good job in terms of steals.
you can see some of the improvements starting to come with this Iowa team from a defensive standpoint.
I had a chance to talk to Tony Perkins before the game.
Oh my, Jahari Long leaving it up there for Julian. McCaffrey turns the corner. Under 8 to play first half, 18-14 Hawkeyes. Here's McCaffrey in the paint. Little fadeaway drops. He's got 4 in his return.
Patrick McCaffrey makes some of the most difficult.
Scott over the last 5 games, 14.5 points per game, shooting 53% from 3. It's not a guy that Kevin Willard wants on his bench, especially since they are at times offensively challenged.
And then look where Iowa's going, right at Scott.
And Krikke with the fadeaway with the touch to get 2. Smith.
Deshaun Harris got knocked on his knee there, but doing a good job of showing his hands so he doesn't pick up a foul on the perimeter.
6 to shoot for Bowen. Drops it to Freeman for the 2-hand flush.
I love this freshman. He gets
Said there was a jump ball in the last one. The arrow never changed.
That's right.
So Maryland retains possession. Here's Young in the corner and on the board. Baseline out of bounds gets Young his first 3.
And again,
Rebounded by Young.
watch Young on this. Watch this. He's calling for a clear out. Says, I got a mouse in the house.
He likes that matchup against Harding, and he took it right to him, drew the contact and the foul, and not bad, 15.3 points per game. 30.3.
He's really bringing this game when the lights are the bright.
Freeman inside, turns the corner, counts the bucket, and the foul on Callum Swanton-Roger.
I mean, he looks like a veteran on the floor, like he's been here before.
He came from, because you've seen a couple of things from him over the course of the season.
Yes, I have. You know, been well coached in high school, but I was going to talk about his hairdo there. That's pretty impressive, man.
Throw it while you can. Jahmir Young.
Oh, that's a lot of contact.
Oh, and then the tip, that may have actually gone.
Can't get a call? I'm impressed with Maryland. They got down double digits, but they are battling here.
Well, they're doing it on this end of the floor. Freeman able to get free. His shot blocked, stays with it, and Owen Freeman. Bryce Sanford, back it goes to Freeman. 7-point Hawkeye lead. Dix drops it to Freeman on the roll to the rim for 2 more.
He's such a good roll big. He stays set to get a piece of his opponent and then rolls hard right to the front of the rim.
Freeman into double figures now with 10. Long in the corner. His second from deep. He hit that first one early, and he's been more aggressive than we've seen.
He really has. I'll tell you what, he's drawing some rain with that arc.
Krikke just staying with it inside. Young tonight, 5 points, just 1 for 5 shooting for Jahmir Young. Smith 6, and inside finds Julian Reese. They're just down 6. It feels like they have been climbing uphill all first half. And it's a 2-possession game.
They're overcoming this foul trouble as well. You talked about Geronimo with 3, Scott with 2.
Josh Dix first 2 points. Perkins coming over to show a little bit of a double. Now Young will swing it around 10 to shoot. There's Scott, 4 to shoot against Krikke, and Scott with 2 fouls. Good strong work in the post.
It was, and you can hear the
State Farm halftime report. Rick Pizzo, Rayfield Davis, Bruce Weber breaking down the first half. They'll look ahead to the second half of the doubleheader between the Illini and the Wildcats coming up on the State Farm halftime report. Krikke and a travel. Maryland's going to have the chance.
ball very well, and needing Jahari Long to have a good first half here.
Hawkeyes had a foul to give. They give it here with 3.5.
Ooh, they're trying to get Young off that high double pick.
There he is. 2 seconds, 1 second. Young on the run. The floater won't go. Halftime arrives, and the Hawkeyes will take this 6-point lead into the locker room, 34-28.
See if Peyton Sanford can get involved. Really slowed down by those 2 fouls in the first half. Was not much of a factor.
And on the shot clock, Dix the open man in the corner, and there's the Hawkeyes' first 3. 9-point advantage for the Hawkeyes. Jahmir Young just 5 points on 1 for 6 shooting tonight. He'll go to work against Freeman. Challenged by Krikke. Reese there to clean it up and flip it over the front of the rim.
Boy, Young, even though he didn't get that to drop, he is quick as a hiccup. Hesitated, got to the rim. He may have surprised himself. Got there so quickly.
15 to shoot. Oh, what a find. Krikke filling the lane for an easy 2. Big scorer of the year for the Iowa Hawkeyes. So he's had a quiet night.
Yes, and this is a savvy scoring team in terms of bunch of depth.
That's really nice. Young starts every game this year as a freshman. Freeman, six-time Big Ten Freshman of the Week, a little strong on that jumper. Second chance, though, for the Hawkeyes. Sanford. Muscles it up and in.
When you talk about hunting for your shot, that was him hunting right there. Nice job by Sanford, forcing the issue, getting on the board.
17 points per game the last 4 for Peyton Sanford, but as you mentioned, that foul trouble hampered him so far, only 4 tonight. Reese, good position early, gets the bucket. A chance for one more at the line for Julian. Gets to the line a lot, but cannot convert. He's cleaning up some errors, but a turnover. Sanford takes it away. Geronimo chasing, drops it to Perkins, and Geronimo with the block. One pass too many. Young inside against Reese, and Dix with the foul. Be in the NCAA tournament again. That is a dandy matchup on Saturday night.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's got a rhythmic name like Boo Buie.
Good point.
The last month especially. Perkins, a little bit strong. He's cooled off since the hot start. Still just 9 points for Perkins on 3 for 8. Oh, there's Young. There's the speed. There's the finish. And a chance for one more at the line.
That's offense.
And Young at the line, able to convert on the three-point play. 25 straight makes at the line for Jahmir Young.
You're talking about money. That's what they're talking about. Ooh, great look.
And ahead to Bronze for the two-hand flush.
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that's why Josh Dix is so important to this team. At 6'5", he can run the point. He can get over the pressure. That's an excellent look.
And Bronze, who had 6 total points this year, has 4 tonight. Taking advantage of some playing time with Dembele injured. Scott's 3 is good. Dante Scott's second from
percent from the 3.
He has been such a weapon. Double figures again tonight with 10. He's almost got that one loose from Dix. Here's Perkins. The leaner, no, but a foul.
One more.
Kiddu.
Offensive teams play to their pace. They did it to Illinois on the...
They've scored 84 points or more in 12 different games this year, and they're at 45, 7 minutes in the second half, and a chance for one more at the line. And guess who's starting to take this one over? Jahmir Young. They're full of bringing guys in, making sure everybody's got good amounts of rep. Down as much as 10 in this ball game. Maryland with a bucket will be back on top. Scott inside, working, hook shot, no. Reese, the cleanup, and for the first time since it was 3-2. McCaffrey. Kaiser with the steal. One-on-one against Dix, drives inside, foul on Josh Dix. Kaiser headed to the foul line, momentum.
Playing it with the best of them.
Yes, he can.
I like that quarterback.
As the head man. He did such a good job filling in.
Kaiser, man, you really want to hit at least one of those free throws on the road. You got a little lead here. You want to try to extend it as much as you can.
Perkins backs out in the corner and he hits the 3. That's a big swing.
Freshmen, but they're free for a reason. It's free money. You got to convert.
That has been a struggle for these Terrapins in the Big Ten. Kaiser's 3, an air ball caught by Reese and a foul underneath.
Definitely favors Maryland.
Front end of the one. Terps as a team just around 8 on the shot clock. Getting your wish right now. Sanford with the 3, a little bit strong. Rebound. Perkins swats it to Young, and now Young with numbers all the way in. The finish by Scott with 2 hands.
Boy, Jahmir Young is so fast. He puts so much pressure on the defense. Drew the defense that scenario, and Iowa's the type of team that'll make you pay for this.
Harding trying to do just that. The hesitation in the finish.
I played against Illinois a few years ago.
He's the first one in the state to win it outside of the Chicago area in over a decade. And here he goes end to end. Harding high off the glass, and Freeman, his former high school teammate in Moline, there to clean it. 11 in this one for Young, just 3 for 10 shooting. Much more effective second half for Young. Hawkeyes working a little zone here off the timeout. Harris Smith trying to penetrate against that, and a foul is going to be called.
On the season. I'm sure Paul Sells saw it. I didn't, though.
Dish to Dix, and the three falls. Harding to Dix, and the Hawkeyes up by 3.
Brock Harding's playing so well that Tony Perkins is on the bench right now. That's telling you all that you need to know about how well that young man's playing in this stretch.
Young inside and fouling Reese. 8 rebounds after the 3rd foul on Freeman. Front end of the one-on-one this one.
Cricky being guarded by Jameer Young, and Iowa didn't recognize him.
Now they've got him back with Reese on the switch. Shot clock at 6. Harding probing, nothing there. Goes baseline, in trouble, finds Freeman, and a foul.
Oh, they didn't call a foul.
We call it. One more.
Freeman, 1 rebound shy. A little bit sped up with that high revving engine.
Good point, Kevin.
7 to shoot. Scott got the open 3. That was all the way down. There's Kaiser in there trying for it. Rebound ends up with Young, and the floater drops.
You know what? This is Xfinity Center.
They've lost their last 2 games by a combined 5 points. 3 at Northwestern, then 2 last weekend against Michigan State. They know they're close. Can they finish it off on the road here tonight? Cricky fouled out. Everybody shooting free throws the rest of the way. And
right there, 38 points in the paint right now. Corner 3 is going to be open, especially when Young comes off that high ball screen action.
Sanford from the elbow. Tough fade away. He makes it look easy. Who will have the answer? Kaiser looking baseline. 7 to shoot. It's Young. Jameer Young to work. Young in some trouble. There's a foul. 2. Young had made 27 straight, but 1 for 2 on that trip. 6-point Iowa lead. Ball loose on the floor. Great defense in the backcourt. Sanford has to get rid of it. Reese takes it away.
Oh, what dexterity.
To the finger roll goes Deshaun Harris-Smith, and Maryland within 4.
Wow, a timely application of the full court pressure.
Cricky got loose from Reese. Good challenge inside from Maryland, but a foul is going to be called.
One more.
Perkins, best dressed floor moppers in the game here in Iowa City. Possession for Maryland right here. See what they do with it with Jameer Young. 14 points tonight for Young. He's had to work for it. 4 for 12 from the floor. Entry to Reese against Freeman, and that'll be number 5.
Really good.
So do we.
True.
Reese really big at the line tonight. 2 more for Reese at the stripe. He's 5 of 8. And Scott got a hand on that one, and a foul's going to go on Perkins, and we're going to march to the other end. 79% at the line. He's been on such a roll. 14 points, so back it out with a 2-point advantage. Iowa has not scored in 2.5 minutes.
I'm going to Peyton Sanford right now. Okay, now they made the switch. I'm still going to Peyton Sanford. He's got a freshman guard.
9 on the shot clock.
I think he can take advantage right here.
Here he goes, going to work. Underhands it back to Harding. Big 3. Won't go. Maryland trying to right some road woes here and steal one in Iowa City. 5 to shoot. Young to work. Young bumped. Step back. Deep 2.
Got
it to roll it.
There. That's a heck of a shot. Tony Perkins coming downhill.
And a foul is called. Blocking foul. Let's go back.
Just enough space. I see some daylight there.
Yep.
Jameer Young.
Boy. That is a good. And Iowa back on the city.
This ball's going to go into Julian Reese. Let's see if they can get him on the post. Harding doing a great job of denying Jahmir Young the basketball.
The skip. 9 to shoot. Young around the screen for 3. Got it! Jahmir Young! Ice water in the veins. The 3 on the road and a 2-point lead.
Man, one of the best scorers in college basketball stepping up. Young. Once again, Reese with the timely screen. Then, once again, Maryland just led by their leading scorer. May I have this dance, please?
Go. Final 31 seconds. Perkins, foul by Deshaun Harris-Smith. 2 shots coming. The last thing Kevin Willard wanted.
Yeah, that's savvy. That's a savvy play. Perkins just putting his shoulder right into the young fella. I don't know what else Deshaun Harris-Smith can do, though, defensively.
On the Big Ten Network. Don't forget, coming up, Illinois left to be played in Iowa City. And we've got a tie ball game. Hawkeyes perfect at the line in the second half. And now with 25 seconds to go, Maryland will bring it up.
I love this pressure by Iowa.
Timeout. Kevin Willard yelling for the timeout. Earl Walton said, I didn't hear you. And it comes to Young. Will it leave his hands in this possession? Ten seconds and counting. Young looking. 5 seconds. Here comes Scott for the screen. Young to work on the run. Off the window, got it. 1.5 to play, and Maryland with the 2-point lead.
Action. And so you see there's a switch, but there's a hesitation by Sanford that allows Jahmir to turn the corner with his strong left hand. Once he gets his shoulder past you, Kevin, it's canceled Christmas. That kid can finish like nobody else in this conference going towards the bucket. See Josh Dix playing straight up, and then Sanford kind of hesitates, and he doesn't cut off the left hand, allowing Young all the way to the bucket.
They're looking at the clock. See if they're adding any time to this one as it rattles through. It's 1.5 in the arena right now. Looking for the baseball pass to half court. Sanford for the win. No! And Maryland behind Jahmir Young's heroics. A 69-67 come from behind win in Iowa City.
That's a gutsy of a win as I've seen thus far in the Big Ten Conference. Come in, you keep a team that was averaging 88 points at home